It is indeed a great privilege to be here again today. Welcome to my channel where I discuss financial education. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Grab a cuppa, of course, I mean a cup of tea, and then subscribe. I have been pondering about the idea of penny stocks for a while. So many questions come to mind as I ponder over it. The question is whether one could make money in penny stocks, and whether penny stocks are so bad that many investors ignore it. And then what makes a stock to be classified as penny stocks? Well, I carry out some research, and you will be amazed to hear some interesting news about the asset class or instrument if you like. So stay tuned. Meanwhile, let us look into the composition of the stocks. What defines a penny stock? And then let us examine the attributes of the asset class. A penny stock refers to a company shares that typically trade for lower than $5 per share in the US, and in the UK it is below £1. Again, these companies will also have a market cap below £100 million in the UK and below $300 million in the US. As they are small, low value businesses, they offer higher risk and rewards to traders. And then perhaps you want to know why they are higher risk. Okay, no worries, I got your back. You see, most of these penny stocks lack liquidity. Besides, they are mostly small market capitalization and wide ask spread. And please listen to this. This is very key. Most of these penny stocks companies do not have reliable historical data, like consistent growth in sales, revenue, net income, cash flow from operations, at least for 8 to 10 years. That said, the question is, can you still make money with penny stock? My answer is yes. Okay, before I soldier on, let us look at some of the penny stocks in the UK. Okay, we have Galantas Gold Corporation, which is gold miner, and then Maestrano Group, which is another fintech, and we have several others. Okay, and perhaps you will like to ask me about the key metrics to consider before I choose any penny stocks. Well, that is a very good question. Mostly because most of these stocks lack historical data, hence they are speculative stocks. Well, the first metric I will consider is business moat and then competitive advantage. You see, Galantas Gold has a business moat, which is in the gold mining, and then they do have competitive advantage as well. Okay, let me break it down. You see, Galantas owns and operates a producing open pit gold mine near Omagh in Ireland. Then the mine also produces silver and lead as a byproduct, which is competitive advantage. And then you won't believe this, the price is, as of today, 20p. I say this is really cheap given the economic moat. Again, let us look at another penny stock in the US. Palantir Technologies. The business moat is pharmaceutical. They are into production of drugs that cure various diseases. And now they have one unique competitive advantage. The news of the positive result from its phase 2 study of PL9643 in patients with dry eye disease. I say it is a welcome development. And then presently the stock is at 90p as at the time of this production of this presentation. And then if you ask me, I will say this is a good buy. And if you are still not convinced, then take a look at some of the top Palantir Tech institutional holders. We have the likes of Vanguard, BlackRock, You won't be surprised. Wilson Group, and look at what they've acquired and the percentage. Moving on. Let me burst your bubble. You see, back in early 2000, Apple traded for under 80 cents per share, a legitimate penny stock. Now, this stock returned over 46,750%, and it is now one of the largest companies in the world. And many other penny stocks companies are now big companies today. However, I would say do your research and then be aware and be careful of scams. I mean, penny stock scammer. They come in different forms and shapes all over the internet. That said, here comes the best part. Subscribe, like, and comment. And just to remind you, the channel need more subscribers to boost its algorithm. Meaning, the more many people subscribe, the more the channel gets noticed by everybody. And then many people will get access to financial education. It is a win-win scenario. Remember, the goal is to generate wealth, build companies, and create jobs. Bye now. See you soon.